out with a collection.
An unforgettable exploration of responsibility and redemption.
Nice. Whoa! Okay, that's cute. Oh my gosh, is it the same author?
Oh my goodness, it's the same author!
It is the same author!
So the first one that we found.
Hey Bookworms! It's Mom, aka Sarah.
And Char.
And welcome back to our channel. You guys, by the title you can see that today we're bringing you another
Thrift Book Haul.
We're bringing you another thrift book haul. This one was kind of like, what do you call it? It was very random.
Yeah, I was just like a spur of the moment. We're like, oh, look at that. There's a thrift store there.
Yeah.
Let's go see what they have.
We're basically bridesmaids dress shopping, and we were out of town having to take care of some stuff. And then in the process, we noticed that there's a thrift shop, and we're like, you know what? Maybe we should try to stop there on the way back. And we did. And lo and behold, guys, we discovered a bunch of books. So let's show you what we found. We came out with a collection, okay? And this is the cool thing about thrifting, like I always say. Thrifting ranges from place to place. You just never know what you're gonna find. And yeah, we walked in not knowing what to expect. I think we also saw a bunch of books that we already have that we could have gotten.
We did. Mm-hmm.
So for a person who maybe don't have those books, that would have been a good find as well.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
It honestly, thrift shopping is just like treasure hunting because there are so many good finds, and they can be in such good condition as well. Like, you don't just write off the condition going to a thrift store, because we found ones that are like brand new, and it's honestly insane.
Yeah.
And they're for great prices. So
we're gonna insert a quick little b-roll here, if you haven't seen it already, of just our little excursion, and then we're gonna get right into our haul.
So that was the clip, and it was actually really nice in there. Like, they had a very different setup than our usual one,
it did,
right?
yeah.
But it was nice.
I would say it wasn't as organized as ours typically was, because when we went in there I was a little bit lost. I didn't know where to start, and it didn't exactly indicate. It was just like books and that's it. It didn't indicate like
which books were kind of which.
Yeah, we've been in some even better than the one in our particular location. We've been in one up, I think it was like Oshawa or something like that, if you're in Ontario, and it was so organized. I was just shocked by how organized it was. Yeah, anyways, this one wasn't that, but who cares? We came up with books. So here goes.
So the first one that we found was Red Queen by, what's her name? Oh, by Victoria Aveyard. And honestly, I was so shocked to find this in there, because this is one that I really actually want to read. And yeah, I was just like, oh, it's there, and it's in very good condition, I have to say. We got this one for $4.49, and the prices at that thrift store were actually a lot better too than ours, because I don't know why. Ours is just hiking the price up like a little bit. Like
yeah,
$1, $2 more.
I think it all depends on who is doing the marking,
Yeah.
the price marking. I don't think they fully know what they're doing, because like they'll put certain books, like I guess this would be considered like YA, why they're putting it at the YA price, and then some of them that would otherwise be marked as high would be marked a little bit lower, and some that should be marked low is marked as high.
Right? And it's like, hello, can we just get the right prices on here? Because
but that's a really good find.
This is a really good find.
And a really good price.
I really wanted to read this too after reading Powerless, because people have been saying that Powerless is like the Red Queen and Hunger Games. Both books which I have not read, but I do want to read. And so I got it. And I'm actually really, really happy.
Awesome.
So that's one of them.
Okay, so this one, I was really shocked to find this in there, and it's called Expiration Dates. This one was $5.49, guys. That's really, really cool. Who wrote this? Rebecca Searle, I'm thinking. This is the same author as the one who wrote In 5 Years, one of which I do have that I want to read. This one's in actually really good condition. I can't even complain. $5.49, yeah. Really good condition. It's one that I technically kind of wanted to pick up, but definitely one that I would thrift or maybe purchase through, you know, book outlet, but not necessarily in stores.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. So I did find it, and it's the same author from One Italian Summer, which I didn't read, but I have heard that this one was pretty good, so I wanted to give that a shot.
I love that cover. That cover's actually it's like so nice.
Yeah, the cover is really cute. And
and
and this book is actually fairly new. Like new as in it just came out last, was it summer?
Yeah, it was at least last year.
Summer.
I know that. Yeah.
So, yeah.
The next one that we found was The Storied Life of A.J. Thickery by Gabrielle Zevin. And okay, hold on. If you guys saw our last book outlet haul, you would know that we got this book.
Yeah,
Mom got this book.
I did.
This was a shocker to find it in there. It's a different cover, obviously. It's hardcover, but it's so cute. Like, look at that.
My copy is totally different. This is my original copy that I purchased, and if you guys remember me saying, I'm never a big fan of the people cover. So this is what the people cover looks like. But I do love the cover of the this one overall.
Yeah, exactly.
And then this one is more like a, it almost feels like a, I don't want to say children's book, but it does feel like,
I don't know, it's just like a
young.
Yeah. It feels more like a bedtime story kind of cover.
It does
almost.
it's giving that. So anyways, we decided to grab that one again, and we'll see, maybe it's something we're gonna end up tandem reading, but the cover for that one is just really cute, so we'll see how it goes. We definitely want to read it. It says this novel has humor, romance, and a touch of suspense, but most of all, love. That's really cute.
Very
and
cute.
It's funny, tender, and moving. It sounds like really cozy,
right?
So definitely excited about it. So anyways, this is a copy I had before. This is a copy we thrifted, and this was $6.49. And
That's good.
It is good, but this is the example of what I was talking about earlier. It's like, whereas you'd have like a thick chapter book that you think this one would be $6.49, then you have this, which appears to be more like a children's book, and it's selling for $6.49. I'm like, you know, it's kind of weird, but it is what it is because they're both good. So yeah. Okay guys, so the next book that we found is, this one's called Silver Girl by Elin Hilderbrand. And yep, like guys, I've explained this time and time again that anytime I see a book by her, I'm going to pick it up. I really hope, I really love her writing, and I just can't wait to dabble in it, because I've picked up a bunch of them, but as I've said, a good source who loves the same books that I do and love the writings of the same author claims that she's even better than some of the authors that I love. So I'm just like really banking on that. But not only that, just reading the synopsises and getting a glimpse of her writing and stuff, it sounds like it's just right up my alley.
Yeah.
So anyways, I am very excited about this. I'm seeing $13.79 on here. I'm like, where did they get this price from? Is that like brand new price somewhere, $13.79? Or to be fair, like $13.79 feels like it would be bookstore price here, as in like secondhand bookstore.
Yeah.
That's like thrifting at like a secondhand bookstore, as opposed to like thrifting at like a Value Village or a Goodwill or something like that.
Exactly.
Anyways, this one was $5.49, and that is a really good price. And the condition isn't bad at all. She's the same author who wrote the Nantucket series. I'm not sure what this one is about.
It begins with a Nantucket getaway, so it's almost like
intertwined.
The same places. It's like the same place.
Yeah.
Right?
That's what I heard. All of her stories take place, I think, at the same place. Yeah.
Okay, because you know what? Elin Hilderbrand has so many books that when I see a new one at first, I'm like, she wrote this?
Yes.
I'm like, how many books does this woman have?
Just a little debrief. This one says, a Nantucket getaway may be just what Meredith Martin Dillon needs. Her perfect life has taken a sharp downturn since it's been revealed that her husband Freddie cheated rich investors out of billions of dollars. Shunned by society and separated from her sons, Meredith has no one to turn to except her one-time best friend Constance. I mean, there's a lot more, but guys, sounds like my alley. It just sounds like, I don't know, I just love those kinds of reads because it just feels like it's like a good, you know, it's just gonna, I don't know how to explain it because it's not a thriller. No. But it feels kind of thrilling. Yeah, exactly. Because it's like someone's actual life almost, and I don't know how to describe it. Like, something's definitely gonna happen. Yeah, right? You know something's gonna happen. Yeah, exactly. And you know one thing I love about her books? I just love the size of her font. Yeah. All her books are like this size, basically. Like, yeah, they're floppy, comfy read. Comfy, kinda. Yeah. So, really excited about that. Next one is Take My Hand by Dolan Perkins Valdez. And we've seen this one a lot, actually, right? Yeah, that one I've seen so many times, and I've wanted to read it, but I've gone back and forth. I'm like, am I gonna read it? Because I know it's like a historical type book, and while I do like historical fiction, I find that even when I have them, sometimes I don't gravitate towards them at times. Exactly. So that's why I've been like hesitant to get it, just because I didn't want it to be like, you know, stuck on my shelf. Exactly, because we've seen this one at HomeSense. I think this is the main place we've seen it. And I've seen it on Book Outlet too. Oh, we have, right? Yeah, and we got this one for $5.49, which is great. Great, and it's in good condition. It's in great condition. I think it's going to be interesting. It actually appears brand new. Right? Honestly, like, look at this. Beautiful cover, by the way. Right? Yeah. It takes place Alabama, 1973. I don't know, it just gives like autumn vibes, kind of fall vibes. Maybe it's just the orange leaves. I was about to say it's just the leaves, right? It's just the leaves, maybe, but I don't know. I like the cover a lot. Yeah, but if you guys have read it, let me know down below what you think. And remember what this was about? It was just like, okay, it says, oh, of course, the tags. Is it really over part of it? It's just over like the first sentence. Fresh something something. I think it's over her name. There's a review at the front by Celeste NG. I have a couple books by her too. Yeah, you do, right? It says, deeply empathetic yet unflinching in its gaze, an unforgettable exploration of responsibility and redemption. Nice. Because I think she, in the midst of being, is it a nurse or a doctor? I think they're two nurses. So. Yeah, because they felt like I don't remember, I don't want to say it, but I feel like they wanted to take charge of something or correct something that's been happening. Yeah. Don't quote me on that. That's just like the roughest book summary ever. But if you guys have read it, let us know, okay? And let us know your take on it without spoiling it. Okay guys, y'all are probably gonna laugh about this, but the next other one that I picked up is another Elin Hilderbrand. I know, you guys are gonna be like, Sarah, stop. I told you, whenever I find a book of hers, I'm gonna grab it. This one's a little bit rough, has like a little bit, but I'm gonna tape it, honestly. It's just a little rough at the tip. This one's called What Happens in Paradise. Sounds like it's a good summer read, because it just sounds like it's, I don't know, it goes secret lives and loves emerges. Sorry, I'm trying to read over the sticker because the sticker is right over half of this paragraph. Big Caribbean sunlight. Ooh, your girl is from Okay. You know what? Stop it, Charlotte. It's because little note here, okay? The family, they're out right now. They're grabbing us some Chinese food today. So, with all due respect, Charlotte, your mom's hungry. That's my excuse. You're hungry. That's why the words are just
mixing up.
Mixing up. Oh my gosh. Bright Caribbean sunlight in the following
something
I
that we
don't know,
can't read because the tag is blocking it.
But you know, people said it's compulsively readable, witty and engaging, and keeps readers intrigued with a memorable set of characters. Okay. One thing I did hear about her books though is that there are a lot of characters and sometimes it's hard to keep track
I can imagine, because you watched one of the shows that the books are for, and you were talking about all these different characters. I'm like, I can't remember half of these people, you know. Yeah. But when we saw this one, I immediately did not think it was an Elin Hilderbrand because of the cover. All their covers are pretty much
very
kind of the
similar,
same.
beachy.
Like, with this one,
oh,
like they're all kind of like blue with a person on the cover, but then this is a little different.
It's
right?
blue.
It's
blue
like a like she's on the beach, but she's not wrapped in a towel like half the other people are.
I'm just excited to dabble in her books. It's funny, I'm looking at my TBR card and I'm looking for, because I just did my 25 books in 2025 and I'm missing Hotel Nantucket in it because it was on here. Oh, I do see
you
her.
have this one. You have it right here.
Okay, no, okay.
Yeah,
it
you
was
do have the hotel.
Never mind. Never mind. Scratch what I just said.
Also, that's a reminder for you guys to watch our 25 books for 2025.
Yes.
We'll tag it here.
Yes. Because, yeah, I do have 2 of her books on my list to read and I'm beyond pumped.
The next one is The Housekeepers by Alex Hay. And this one actually sounds pretty interesting. We've seen this one before, and guys, it turns out we actually have this one.
Which we thrifted the first time.
We thrifted the first one, and so we thrifted this one. So technically, it doesn't even add up to the real price of this book.
It still can't. I'd have to buy this book like 3 times at least. 3.5 times.
Wait.
This one?
Actually, probably like 5 times, because it's $25.99 Canadian for this paperback version. So hardcover is probably like $30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and this one, we got this for $5.99. There is one page that has a little rip, but we can tape it back together.
Exactly.
Overall, the book is in immaculate condition. And hopefully this is one that we can tandem. I'm not sure what it contains.
Exactly.
But Charlotte and I read The Silent Patient together. I know no one talks about it now since it came out and the rave has since like
I guess vanished.
Yeah, right?
It's like poof, it's gone. But that book, it was so
good.
So good. Complete 5-star.
Yeah. And we also read The Housemates Together by Frida McFadden.
Yes.
Yeah. I couldn't recall because we do have another housemate, but I'm not sure who it's by.
I don't know. It's like the red book. And it's so funny because it's also the same kind of colors as the Housemaid series.
Yeah.
There's a red
Nita
book.
Prose.
Oh, Nita Prose? Okay.
I think
and it's also
Prose.
like a blue book. Yeah. We'll insert them here for you guys to see anyway. This one on the cover just says, "A dazzling party, a most daring heist." That sounds so cool. Heist books. It says, "Mrs. King is no ordinary housekeeper. She was born into a world of con artists." That sounds interesting, right? So we'll see how this goes.
Very nice. Okay, so and so the last one that I got is another Hilderbrand. This is probably the roughest one yet, I feel, but I do actually like it. It's nothing crazy. The cover of this one is so far out. It's so different than any of the other ones, but I'm assuming maybe this is one of her earlier prints as opposed to her, or is it not a Nantucket series? Is it not a part of that series? I don't know.
No idea.
No, Nantucket is still a part of it, I think. Isn't it?
5 minutes later.
Okay guys, so yeah, I don't know if this is a part of her Nantucket series. Nantucket is mentioned on here. It's just we have to remove these stickers. So the stickers are definitely impeding us from being able to read the synopsis. It says, on a perfect June day, Vivian Howe, author of 13 Beach Something, is taken out by hit and run accident while jogging near, I'm assuming, her home. That doesn't really tell us where it's going to go or what angle it's going to come from, but it kind of just tells us a little bit. Keywords, let's see, maybe keywords can help.
Keywords can help us piece this together.
She ascends to the beyond where she's assigned to a person. Allows you to watch what happens below for one last summer.
Oh, Okay.
Oh, Vivi is granted 3 nudges to change the outcome of events on Earth, and with her daughter Willa on her 3rd miscarriage, daughter Carson partying until all hours, and son Leo currently off again with his high maintenance girlfriend, she'll have to think carefully about how to use the... Whoa! Okay, that's cute.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you know, that sounds really good.
That sounds really good.
We picked these up like kind of blindly, not knowing, because I don't know, I'm just intrigued.
One thing I always forget about Elin Hilderbrand books is that there's always something extra. Like this feels like some sort of magical realism going on, right?
This one does.
Yeah,
but are they all like that?
I don't think they're all like that, because I read another synopsis of yours and that one was like a thriller.
Yeah.
In a sense. Like something was going on.
It's so strange. But like I said, I have watched a series of hers.
Yeah.
On and I just loved it to pieces. That became like a Netflix series. Oh my gosh. So since watching that, I'm intrigued. Like, I am all the way intrigued. I need to start reading her books, because if they turn any more into a series, which I did hear that they were going to turn more than one of them into series, and I don't want to watch any more series before reading the book, because I kind of ruined it for myself. I think the one that I watched was The Couple, and right? Is it The Couple?
The Couple.
No, it's the other one. With the marriage, we saw it, and I really wanted
the wedding something.
Yeah, it was like something wedding. I don't remember.
Was it The Wedding Couple? Is it The Wedding Couple?
Is it called The Wedding Couple?
I have no idea.
There was a new one that came out. We'll insert the picture,
yeah,
because I really love the cover of that too.
Yeah.
But I opted not to get it. I think it was like a new release, and it showed all the people on there, and then there was a cliff, because I know that in that one there is someone is, you know, taken out, and one couldn't decide if it was like an accident or if it occurred on behalf of one of the people in the bridal party, or what. Anyways, I did watch it and I loved it. I ate it up, but it kind of then ruined it for me to read the book.
Yeah. Oh, I get that.
Right? I feel like I still would want to read it, because I really loved it. But it's just, I feel like I know everything. At least it's too fresh to want to go dabble back in that book right now.
Yeah.
I'm just that type of person. I'm already that person who doesn't often reread books. You guys comment down below and let me know if that's you. Whereas my good friend here will read and read and read and read her favorite parts over and over again. I find it really hard to do that. I can't say I have found the book that does that. Maybe Daisy Jones could be that book for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to think. But I haven't been drawn to a book so far that has me do that. Maybe it's just my mentality, because I'm a mom and I'm always so busy, and whenever I'm done reading the book, I'm like, okay, thank God, like I loved it and it's done now. Yeah. And I just kind of put it to the side. Maybe it's like a mentality thing. Whereas I feel like you're like you have more time on your hands. Time doesn't mean the same thing to a 16-year-old that it does to a whole 40-year-old. It just doesn't. So I don't know. I don't know.
I think it also depends on just like the parts that I'm rereading are just because of the characters and the scenes I like they're just funny, or they're heartfelt, or things like that, right? I think a lot of it is just like based on the characters too, because if you like the characters and you like the world, you don't want to leave it yet. Yeah. Okay. So
nice.
We'll find a book for you, Mom, that does that. we'll find your book that has you rereading the scenes over and over again.
The only thing that will do that for me is like Anne of Green Gables, maybe.
Oh yeah, you really like Anne of Green Gables.
I really do like Anne of Green Gables.
Yeah.
It's just wholesome, nostalgic for me, because it brings back, it reminds me of like home, growing up on the farm, and just the lush greenery all around. Growing up on the farm back home in Jamaica, being around animals, and also just being raised by like older people. So that's kind of like, I think, why it resonates so well with me. And it's just funny. It's just funny, because there are moments where you do like just dumb things as a kid, and you get scolded, and then you're watching Anne get scolded in ways, and it's just like, oh gosh, it's like it's very reminiscent of my childhood, I think, into a sense.
Yeah.
And then I also like red hair.
Yeah.
I just also love red hair. So
and PEI.
And PEI. Yeah, just goes hand in hand.
Okay, next one. This is The Story Collector by Evie Woods. And I've actually never seen this one before.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen this one before?
I've seen it before. At first when I saw it, it reminded me of this, which is The Lost Bookshop.
My mind went there too, honestly.
Yeah, but then I remembered it is one that I've seen before on Amazon, and I had it in my cart, but I never got around to ever taking it out. It got I think 4 stars from what I saw.
Yeah, right?
From like 174,000 people. I don't know. I should know not to always gauge it on that, because I've been let down in the past, okay? It could have 1 million people saying it's a 4-star, and then I go to read and I'm like, what in the world did I just read? Like, who said this was good?
Exactly, yeah. That's like, whenever I look at reviews, I go to the 1 stars, the 5 stars, and the 3 stars.
Yeah.
Just to see, because they're the people who really don't like it, they're the people who love it, and they're people who are partial.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly. This one says, in a quiet village in Ireland, a mysterious local myth is about to change everything. 100 years ago, Anna, a young farm girl, volunteers to help an intriguing American visitor translate fairy stories from Irish to English. But all is not as it seems, as Anna soon finds herself at the heart of a mystery that threatens her very way of life. That sounds interesting.
Very interesting.
So it's like, I think there's actual... like obviously magical
elements in this.
Yeah. I think there's like fairies and just like mythological almost, kind of, right?
And the cover is beautiful.
The cover is really
it does remind me of this one.
They had to sit next to each other on your shelf.
Yeah, right? Doesn't that look cute? Yeah.
That's really cute. That one is also magical realism as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, so
how would you find? And did we thrift this one? I'm pretty sure this is another one that we thrifted as well. Yeah. Oh my gosh, is it the same author?
Oh my gosh, it's the same author.
It is the same author. Because I'm looking at it. I started reading the synopsis and I'm like, on a quiet street in Dublin, Ireland.
I feel like we should have checked that like very first thing.
Now it makes sense as to why I've seen it before, because maybe when I was reviewing this, this also popped up before as well.
That makes sense.
Evie Woods. That is so funny.
There we go.
Wow. Okay. Y'all caught that on camera. Yeah.
Well then. Well then.
I wonder if this is a series, because the first one's called The Story Collector and the other one's called The Lost Bookshop, and it's just like, it could go in, it's like the story collector's in search of the lost bookshop.
We pieced them together.
I don't know.
We try.
I don't know. Let me know if you guys have read any of those, but you know, sometimes, well, like I said, while I love to read literary fiction and romance and, you know, just all the popular trending book talk books, it's also nice to read just some cozy books in the background as well. It's winter right now, the perfect season to read the cozy stuff, especially for those of us in Ontario who are like just bombarded. When I say bombarded with snow, like, it's just, yeah, we just want to be inside, cozied up, wrapped up with a blanket, or reading a book. That's what we're going to be doing. I'm currently wrapping up my book for the end of February, and you're doing the same. So anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in to our thrift book haul. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let us know if you have any of these books that we thrifted today,
and if you've read any of them and your thoughts on them. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more content, and we will see you all in the next one.
Bye y'all. Where are you going, Zaza?
That's so cute.
That's so funny. I love you too, Papa. Okay. Bloopers.